For years, Ferrum has been quietly and steadily building, unlike other projects that come and go in the blink of an eye. We are here for the long haul, building lasting solutions that are aimed to bring mass adoption to crypto and paving the way for mainstream adoption of the blockchain technologies themselves. Over the last few months, I've traveled the globe sharing the vision of Ferrum, our tech stack, and what it can do for the Web3 space with the world. And in this video, I'd like to share some updates about what the dev team has been up to behind the scenes and why you should be paying attention to Ferrum. So let's get into it. Let's take a minute to get into why Ferrum is building our tech stack anyway. We talk about building technologies that help remove barriers to the mass adoption of blockchain and crypto at large. Well, how do you exactly do that? So I talk in detail about this topic where I mention how TCP/IP changed internet from the way it was before, where there were actually many different internets, into the internet that we know today. And I draw parallels to how the blockchain ecosystem and the blockchain space is very much like the pre-flag day space. So check out that video to get into more detail. But in essence, by the introduction of TCP/IP protocol on January 1st, 1983, a bunch of computer scientists, contributors, and developers came together and created protocols that essentially developed and laid the foundation of the internet as we know it today. Prior to that, there were many different internets. There was IBM's internet, DCA's, and many others. Again, to get more into the details of the history of that, check out the video that's linked above. It's also in the description that talks about the history of TCP/IP and how that relates to blockchain. But specifically for Ferrum, we see the same problem in the blockchain space and we aim to solve that problem. Now you may ask that Layer 0, Axelar, Chainlink, many other formidable projects have already attempted to solve interoperability problems. But again, in the video that I've just linked, I draw parallels as to how they're kind of playing the role of the foundational technologies such as what IBM, DCA, DEC, and ISO played in the pre-flag day era of the internet. And then sort of a coalition needed to come together to form the standards that would be used across the space. And that's where I see Ferrum's role. In fact, Ferrum's name kind of speaks to that matter, the matter of bringing together even competing organizations for the betterment of humanity. The name is actually inspired by the 26th element on the periodic table, and it's the element of iron, which has a unique ability to fuse with the most amount of elements with the least amount of friction. So this is how we see our role from a technological standpoint, from an evangelical standpoint, from a standpoint of also helping with the adoption of blockchain technology. But let's get into specifically what we're doing from our mainnet technology side and what we're rolling out. One of the first and exciting updates I want to share with you is that mainnet rollout is going to begin in Q3. And we're going to start with an iterative rollout where we've already identified one of the key technologies that Ferrum Labs team contributed to, which is the MultiSwap platform. MultiSwap is actually a multi-chain DEX aggregator, and most of you might not know this. Many multi-chain DEX aggregators that are out there, including just general DEX aggregators, they are not decentralized. So MultiSwap currently utilizes centralized node infrastructure, which is composed of generator nodes, validator nodes, and master nodes. And these nodes are essentially controlled by the operators of MultiSwap in this case, and makes it a centralized solution. This is similar to how almost every other DEX aggregator operates right now. I don't know of a single multi-chain DEX aggregator that is truly decentralized in the way that Uniswap is. With MultiSwap, we took on the initiative of creating the world's first truly decentralized multi-chain DEX aggregator. In order to do that, we decided to use the Ferrum mainnet technologies. So we have spent the last month and a half to 2 months migrating over MultiSwap technology stack and its node infrastructure to Ferrum's mainnet node infrastructure. In essence, making it possible for anyone that's running Ferrum nodes to verify MultiSwap transactions. In a sense, it's the same as saying if you're running Bitcoin nodes, you're able to verify transactions on the Bitcoin network. So we're trying to bring this element of decentralization by utilizing the Ferrum mainnet nodes themselves. MultiSwap will be the first application that will utilize mainnet nodes in this way. And that's just the beginning. The long-term vision, of course, is to help the adoption of more applications. And to that end, I'm also excited to share that imminently in the next few days, perhaps by the time this video gets published on our YouTube channel and X platform, you'll already have seen an announcement of another project that is building and deploying the same technologies for their project on Ferrum. What they're doing is utilizing Ferrum's interoperability stack along with this quantum portal technology stack to connect EVM and other ecosystems to the BTC-Fi ecosystem so that they can initiate functionality with runes, and the BTC-Fi ecosystem. This is all possible because of the Ferrum technology and how it provides a way to build once and deploy everywhere instead of having to build your own infrastructure to connect and secure multi-chain messaging. These are just some of the updates that have happened over the last few weeks. Now the team is focusing on rolling out the initial versions of the mainnet, and over the next few weeks we will announce when MultiSwap has fully ported over to Ferrum mainnet nodes. The initial version of the mainnet nodes, however, will be run by a select set of members that will be providing feedback to improve the node infrastructure. After that process is completed, then Ferrum will amplify its efforts in connecting the EVM, the Cosmos, the .sama, and the over 24 L1s that it has already integrated its technologies with over the last couple of years through the bridge, through DeFi staking platforms, through MultiSwap itself, and connecting them over to Bitcoin itself. We're also working and contributing to L2 state verification systems. That's another team that's dedicated on research and development in that area, and we are excited to announce that we're going to be bringing some of the development initiatives through L2 state verifications to the Ferrum tech stack. What that means at the end of the day is that all transactions that will be conducted through the Ferrum network will have a way to be secured by Bitcoin's proof of work layer 1 security itself. This is early stage research and development right now, still requires the adoption of L2 state verification technologies like OPCAT, the BIP420 proposal, ZK Starks, ZK Proofs, and many others. But these are just some of the things that are happening while the rest of our team is going out and sharing the word about the technologies that we've built and how they can help developers across the world. I'll also be making a little bit of a technical deep dive on these updates, and for that you might want to check out the videos that are posted in the description underneath, or if you're watching on YouTube, they'll be coming up as suggested videos after this one is finished as well. These are just some of the updates. Of course, decentralizing MultiSwap, starting the rollout of Mainnet, and then proceeding forward to improve the node infrastructure is next on the list, and then facilitating other projects to build on top of Ferrum. To that end, if you're a project that's looking to build multi-chain dApps and don't want to go through the complexities of hiring subject matter specific developers, for example, you might be building a financial settlement app that also has a mechanism to utilize your app's unique infrastructure. So you might want to utilize Ethereum and EVM's community and Turing completeness. You might want to utilize Algorand's payment settlement engine, but you may not want to go hire an Algorand PyTeal developer and also a Solidity developer. You might only want to focus on the areas that are core to your business. This is where Ferrum shines. Ferrum can come and help you deploy your contracts from EVM networks all the way over to Algorand PyTeal networks if that is the applicable use case for you. More on this to come in the upcoming demos. I want you to stay tuned to our channel. Make sure you subscribe and like. I also will be posting more content on subsidiary channels where we'll be showcasing to people how they can build successful businesses in the blockchain space, and more importantly, how Ferrum Technologies and TDI incubation platforms can help them get their feet on the ground and set themselves up for success in this new multi-chain world. So we're excited to share this journey. This is just a general update. A more technical update is also linked at the bottom of the video. Stay tuned for more updates as we come along over the next few weeks. It's going to be an exciting time.